welcome to West Eastman, and thank you for supporting music in our schools.
Music Mania is it's kind of the finale of the movie.
This is a competition between the Chipettes and all the other schools for the big $25,000 check.
Well, it's a really exciting musical conclusion where Alvin is going to scoop up the Chipettes that are taken away by Ian Hawke in time for the musical performance between all the other schools.
So this is the Music Mania stage, and then we had other performances here. The dance group called Lil Rosero, they're a professional dance group, and they're representing one of the high schools. A phenomenal group of guys that actually have won a number of awards, including Best Dance Crew in the country. And then there's Cherise Pempenka, who's like 17 and has pipes for days. And she performed representing her high school.
So till the end of time, I'm telling you there is no one, no one.
That's what's really exciting. You know, we wanted to make it so that you said, geez, we've seen 2-3 amazing performances. The Chipmunks are going to have to really have their chops going full speed ahead in order to beat these guys. You know, one of the things that's amazing about having to do a huge performance without your performers is where the camera's going to be, what move is going to happen, have you got it allowed for enough headroom and so forth, that you compose the shot well enough so that when you're seeing them do all of their movements, you're actually capturing the thing.
I'm in charge of photographing this movie. It's really rather interesting because I've really learned a lot about shooting nothing. It's absolutely fantastic. We spend a lot of time with balls and orbs and all sorts of parts of nothing.
There's one extra little step when we're doing a musical performance, and that is that we will film real live dancers as Alvin, Simon, Theodore, or as the Chipettes.
What do you do?
Choreography.
I don't know what choreography is. What is that?
What I do is I practice a routine with stand-in Chipettes, stand-in Chipmunks first, and we put that all on for the special effects people to go and copy the moves from them so that it actually works well on the film. When it comes to the actual pulse and things of it, Chris is someone that I've worked with before in other animated movies, so he pretty much gives me the direction when it comes to what looks good on the Chipettes, what looks good on the Chipmunks.
There's many actors who are portraying the Chipmunks. Those are the animators. So my job is really to corral all those performances so that we only have one Alvin on screen, one Theodore, one Simon, to make all those individual performances invisible.
You want us to perform?
Well, I was involved in the beginning for this scene where the Chipettes and the Chipmunks all come down and sing the big musical number together. I was involved in storyboarding it from the script, and then I'm on set here just looking at the take and making sure that wherever the actors look, we can put a chipmunk there and do some piece of business to make it look as if they're really performing. So the big challenge is for the actors, because they're the ones who are performing with something that's just not there yet.
This is my first time working with animated characters, so it's definitely been a learning experience for me. Finding your eye line of where you think they might be. What happened? So they help us by doing one take with a stuffed animal.
They bring out the stuffies on long poles so that you can sort of see what the Chipmunks will be doing, where they'll be working, and you have to remember that Theodore's this big, and Alvin's here, and Simon's here.
And they walk them around where they would go and jump up on things and dance if they have to dance. That's particularly fun because the prop people dance with them. You can't help but dance with the Chipmunks.
These have to be specially made, and they match anatomically. They match the size and the shape and the color of what our Chipmunks and Chipettes will eventually look like when they're done by the visual effects department and they're up on the screen. So my incredible department here has to make sure that the stuffies are in the right places voices at the right time, and that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing in any given scene.
And then they do it without the stuffed animals, so you have to kind of remember where they were and imagine what they're doing and things like that. So it's definitely been a learning. Not to mention working off of nothing, you know, and like being there in that moment with air.
Puppets in thin air is kind of, you know, what you perform with and to, you know.
Whenever the real people come to the set, we get very excited that we can have scenes with each other and talk to each other, and makes me really appreciate actors even more.
You never know how it's going to look when they finally make you interacting with something that wasn't there. And honestly, to my surprise, it really looked like I was talking to somebody, not just looking through to a mark, you know, 10 feet behind where they would ultimately put the chipmunks. Alvin?
Hey, this one's for Dave. Everybody shake what your mama gave you.
The fun thing about the Alvin movies is that I'm designing both the costumes for the human actors, and I've also been working with the animators to do costumes for the chipmunks and the chipettes. So we literally swatched all the fabrics for the animators so that they could move them around and play and see with how they draped and what they would do. So as they were designing, they could make it happen.
Then our magic makers, our CG guys, and you know, then they go in there and make these incredible chipmunks and bring them to life.
This is such an honor. For you or for us? For us.
The visual effects supervisor worked closely with the animation supervisor, and between us we helped flesh out the characters for what is going to happen in the show along with the director on a scene-by-scene basis. I'm more involved with technically how to make these things look real and solve issues of things that can't be done practically on the set.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing West Easton, I give you the Chipettes and the Chipmunks.
The finale is the Chipmunks and Chipettes singing together. And I love the song, and it's a wonderful moment where the Chipmunks and Chipettes can sing together.
Well, one of the things that's always been important to us is that Janice and I have always treated the chipmunk music, whether it's for a TV show, an album, or for the new movies, we've really treated them as a real bona fide rock group. And now that we're working with R&D, his quality of musicianship and mixes and recording of the voices is very particular because we want them to have real personality.
My role is to oversee all the creation of all the original music content, the productions of all the cover songs, if there are any. So basically, I'm responsible for creating all the songs that you're going to hear in the film. And Jason is an incredible songwriter, producer that's with D-Town, and he's responsible for writing
the instrumentals and
yeah.
part of the production team as well.
So these are really entertaining, high performance quality level, and the Chipmunks are going to have to bring the A game, and Alvin has that letter available.